Another concept that we talk about a lot, and you're going to see this later in the video, is we call keep the highway open. And that simply means that this area of the floor is open for us to attack. Theoretically, we would get the ball to one of our ball handlers, and then we would fill the spots. In our break, we talk about obviously winning your race, which I just talked about, and then if we don't get the ball on a pass ahead for a swoop in by the three-point line extended, this guy's job is to run all the way to the corner. So at that point, if he's there and he doesn't get the ball, he runs all the way to the corner. Same for the first guy down on the left-hand side. So here's our ball handler. If he doesn't pass it ahead, which we encourage him to do, if he doesn't cross the street with it, passing it ahead, because once we cross the street with it, now we got a 2-on-1 usually over here on the 2 side, okay? But that's another whole video, all right? So we do that, and this is our trail man, the guy who got the rebound or the guy who took it out of bounds becomes our trail man. But we like to keep this highway open. Pitch ahead, cross the street are our first 2 options. If we don't have any of that, the concept of keep the highway open comes into play, because we want this ball handler to get as far as he can on the dribble. We do not have a rim runner typically, okay? Now that's not to say we never have a rim runner, but we rarely have a rim runner, because typically that's your 4 or 5 man, and my 4 or 5 men are getting most of the rebounds. And then they're outletting over to here, and to ask them to run the rim just clogs everything up, and it clogs it up late. So we tell our first guy down the floor on the right side to get to the corner if he doesn't get it, our first guy to the left to get all the way to the corner, and just that alone will space the floor and open the highway for our point guard to go to work. Most teams that we play and most games that I watch, especially high school level or under, if a kid doesn't get the ball right here, what does he do? He stands right here. And it doesn't put any pressure on the offense. You got all this space right here where nobody has to guard. So we tell our guys, if they don't get it on a pitch ahead to attack, they got to go all the way to the corner. Just that in and of itself is going to make these defenders that would normally be right here clogging up everything will now have to be down here. And just watch. Teams say, well, we'll stay in. They don't. They go down to the level of the player. And this opens up the highway for our point guard. So again, our preference is to pitch ahead or pitch across the street, either here or all the way to the corner. But if we don't have that, our ball handler, we don't call him our point guard because we're all ball handlers, whoever we outlet it to is going to attack, and then once they get in here, they're going to go to our next enormous concept, which I'm going to talk about in a second, and that's huppy once they get in the lane. So we like to keep this highway open so our guard can get in here, hunt the paint, and then huppy.